everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. Today's video is a review for I Am Batman #1. This is a new comics by DC Comic. It is written by John Ridley, illustrated by Olivier Coipel, colored by Alex Sinclair, and lettered by Troy Petieri. Like I mentioned, this is published by DC Comics. So if you're not familiar with this version of Batman, this all continues Ridley's a story that began in the Future State event pages of the event. This all follows Jace Fox, who is Lucius Fox's kid. So after the events of I Am Batman #0, we see here Jace's first night out. We get a little bit of introduction to the character for those that are not familiar. So as you can see here, we meet Jace. He explains, kind of like Bruce Wayne, that the duality of being Batman and who he is with his mask, trying to impress his dad on one side while trying to be Batman on the other. So I really like the character of Jace Fox. I think he's very different. It shows off the versatility of both Batman as a character and how different people wearing the mask would use the identity and the persona of Batman differently. Another thing that we see here, like I mentioned earlier, so this is going to be Jace's real first night as Batman. This is kind of like back to the beginning of where everything started. I really love this panel here at the bottom, where we just kind of see like action sequences of Jace suiting up. He just finished 3D printing the suit, which I think is very cool. And all throughout the narration from Vol, who is assisting Jace, like just kind of how everything goes and how they're preparing. Now, the one difference here between the character of Jace and Bruce and their approach to being Batman is that Jace wants to be more of a street level Batman, and that's kind of demonstrated here on these pages, which I gotta say, Olivier Coipel, like, he's been known to do amazing work from his run on Thor, House of M, like all these really cool Marvel events. So it's really cool to see him on a book like this, because it kind of shows you how much faith DC has on a project like this. I mean, John Ridley is an amazing writer. So the fact that he's taken up on this new version of Batman. So we see here, this Batman is on the ground on a motorcycle, not soaring above in the skyscrapers of Gotham. Now, in this Gotham, the other reason that Jace has more difficulty, if you haven't read Future State, is that both the Gotham Police Department and the new magistrate, who is in charge of also protecting Gotham, they have an anti-mask hero vigilante policy. So pretty much either you operate outside the law. So it's not like before where Batman would still kind of clash with the GCPD. Like in this case, they're actively out to get anyone wearing a mask being a vigilante. So that really adds another layer on top of everything that's going on. If you haven't read Future State stuff, I really recommend it. Go back, and I think it'll really fill you in on this world. It'll bring you in onto John Ridley's first writings as Batman. So I quite enjoy that. So yeah, and then the last panel I picked was really out of me just being a fan of both Batman and Coipel's work. And we can see here, another really cool thing is Sinclair on the colors. Like, he does not miss a beat. Like, I really love here. There's other fighting sequences where you can see a little bit more of what I mean, but these little splatters of dirt, we have some little splatters of blood, and in another panel where he fights, like just all the little details that are added by both artist and color. Like I really like this pose. You can kind of tell. So this Batman doesn't use all the gadgets, the technology, even batarangs. He's, like I said, very street level. I would compare him a lot to Daredevil without the, powers of jumping around and stuff. So I really like this approach to Batman. I think if you've never read anything by John Ridley, this is a perfect place to start. If you've never read anything with Jace Fox, this is also a perfect place to start. So go pick this book. 2 thumbs up. I mean, as you can see here, big Batman fan. So I will pick up anything with the bat on the cover. So thanks for watching, everyone. We have more reviews coming up the rest of the week. A few more videos, trailer reactions, stuff like that. Go check out our last live. We had a lot of fun recording that. And thanks for watching. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when we go live most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central. And check out our Patreon. It's on the description. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.